I mean, hi Chris, like we said at West Brom, it's not often we do one of these after a loss, but how are you feeling about the team's performance in a whole, and particularly first half compared to second half?
Yeah, I'm naturally disappointed to lose, but I'm really proud of the effort that the girls put in. I felt from an endeavour, considering they train twice a week, we matched them fitness-wise. I don't think it told. The out of possession stuff, like for the most part, was good, and I was pleased with it. In possession, we lacked our natural quality today. However, I still think we had a good number of goal scoring opportunities that on another day we take and makes the game maybe a different scoreline. But ultimately, credit and fair play to Lincoln City. They were clinical and ruthless in what they did, and they go through.
Yeah, I think I agree with you then. There was a couple of chances that we normally would cut away. Do you think that was the kind of end all that kind of changed the game for your team?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's an opportunity in the first half that we don't take through. Well, there's a couple really that we don't take. Lauren Church had a couple. Abby had one which could maybe be squared to Lucy. Lucy had one. At that point, still 1-0 to us. That changes things. I think if anything puts things into perspective of probably our lacking in front of goal today is the penalty. 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10 with Lauren, they go in. But today not to be. So I'm disappointed, but I'm proud of the effort that they've put in and matched the team that are second in the league above. So fair play to them, they've really grafted today.
Okay, and one of the biggest stories of the game, losing Chloe Brock-Taylor really early on. First of all, is there an update on how she is? Second, how much do you think losing her early when we were dominating the game impacted?
Yeah, I think Chloe's a sore one. It's an impact on the bone, but bad enough for us not to be able to continue. We'll have to see what that looks like during the week with Chloe seeing her Thursday. It might be a case of with obviously Northampton on the horizon. Chloe's been absolutely superb for us. When you lose a player of her quality and experience in the back line, it naturally affects things. You then have to take Demi, who's our, a really robust central midfielder. I think it's a red card. I think it's a red card tackle. That's all I'll say on it. But that, I don't know how long it was. First 15 minutes maybe. It's a really bad one. The ball's gone. It's over the top. It's high up her ankle on her shin. It's a really, really bad tackle. And actually, if the leg's planted, it's a dangerous tackle. It's a really dangerous tackle. That that big decision didn't go for us today. Yeah.
That's fair. Well, we'll talk about another person in the back line. You speak about her probably way too often. Katie Davison, how do you feel about your captain's performance? She stood out quite well.
Yes, naturally, I'd say every week 7, 8 out of 10s. Again, brilliant today. Led by example, a performance, her leadership inside the change room. Just, everything about her on the front foot. Defended brilliantly. Good quality on the football when we needed it. Really good, and also kept us sort of grounded really after off the back of the tackle on Chloe. We've been in those situations before where we've been on the end of bad tackles and bad instance. Steph splitting her head open at Peterborough. We capitulated that day, conceded 3 pretty quickly. There was a danger that could have happened today, but Chloe talking to Demi coming back in there, Nadina, really good. So, but it's everything I expect from her, to be fair.
And then after the 4-0 win last week, you go towards the league. You go back to the league again next week. You're hoping you can carry on the momentum that you guys were building before this game and go into the league, get that win that maybe as your game is in hand that help you travel up the table. Yeah,
definitely. I don't think we were as good as we have been today, particularly in possession. Let's make that very clear. In possession, I don't think we were as good as we have been in recent weeks, all season really, as today. So it's back to league action. It's the players have been really good at adapting to different competitions. We go to Leicester next week in the hope to get back on a winning run and prepare for Northampton in a month and obviously get 3 points next week.
Do you think that Leicester game is very important to getting you guys ready for Northampton?
Yeah, definitely. Northampton are top. We've got to play them at the end of the month. We've also got a game in hand on them, so yeah, every league game's important given how tight it is. So we just need to make sure that we have momentum and again can put together a winning run, which we've been really good at off the back of defeats.
Thank you, Chris.
Cheers, thank you.